And with Ida leaving hundreds of thousands in Louisiana without power, local power crews are now mobilizing to provide assistance. 4029's Robert Suhr is in Bentonville with more on that story. Hey, Robert.
Hey, Brandon, good evening to you. It's hard to imagine the entire city of New Orleans is currently without power. That's a really good example of the raw power that was associated with Hurricane Ida. And electric utilities across northwest Arkansas that I spoke with today told me that it could be some time before the power is completely back on. Hurricane Ida may be done terrorizing Louisiana, but the impacts and footprint the storm left behind will be felt in the long term and the short term. Currently, one of the Herculean tasks facing crews is getting the power back on to over 1 million people currently without it. That need is greatest in and around New Orleans, where some of the electrical infrastructure failed under Ida's fury.
One of the towers that failed was a tower that did not waver during Katrina. This is one of the most robustly engineered structures on our entire energy system, 400 feet tall, and Ida knocked it down.
When that tower failed, so did the rest of the electrical grid in and around New Orleans. Entergy is requesting 20,000 workers to assist in the power restoration efforts, and utilities in northwest Arkansas and the River Valley are responding. OG&E tells me they will send 272 workers to help for 14 days before replacing them with a new batch of workers. SWEPCO is dispatching 200 workers to Louisiana. Arkansas Valley Electric will send a 6-man crew and 4 trucks to help get the power back on, and Carroll Electric is sending 2 full crews or up to 14 employees to Louisiana as well. OG&E officials tell me rebuilding those towers is no easy task.
The transmission towers and transmission poles are just much bigger, and it just is, and the wire is much bigger, so it's just more of a lengthy process, both to kind of clear out the damage and then go back in and rebuild those structures.
Also gearing up to provide aid Monday was the local chapter of the Salvation Army. They are sending as much water and non-perishable items to Louisiana as possible.
A lot of people are going to be without power, aren't going to be able to prepare meals, and so it's essential that we make sure that people, especially as they start to climb out of this disaster, that they're supported in those ways.
Now, Brandon, officials from the Salvation Army also add that if you want to help, the best way to do that is to make a financial donation on their website. Do not bring them food and clothing. It just complicates things for them. A financial donation makes things the easiest for them. Now, within the last hour, we also got some new information from Carroll Electric. They will also be assisting the South Louisiana Electric Cooperative Association, which has about 22,000 homes in very rural parts of Louisiana. And the word that they are describing the damage out there is a word we're quite familiar with: catastrophic. We're live in Bentonville. Robert Suhr, 4029 News.